hi there. Welcome to Invitation to Hyperfixation. I'm your host, Alaura, and this is the podcast where we dive deep into your favorite people's favorite things. From their obsessions, their likes, their dislikes, the things that they cannot stop talking about, obsessing over, and just wanting every single part of. And who knows, by the end of this, you might walk away with a new fact for trivia. Today's guest is an unapologetic theater kid grown into pop culture oracle, whether she be breaking down Taylor Swift lore or breaking down spicy sauce on TikTok. She's come to us with her wicked knowledge on the movie, the musical, and etching it into pop culture legends. Today we'll talk about the green girlies, the glitter, and the misunderstood icons of Oz. Please welcome the one and only Bridget.
Yay, that's me!
Yay!
Look, it's Glinda!
Let us speak loud! Okay, so hear me out. So you were like, I want to talk about Wicked. And I was like, oh my God, that's all we've been talking about all week. This is just what we do in our room. It's great. So, girl,
Yes,
why
girl?
should I care?
Why should you care?
Why
Because
should
it's
I
one of
care?
the greatest musicals in all time.
Okay.
And then now it's a movie.
Now it's a movie.
Now it's going to be two movies.
2 movies.
And honestly, I have 4 words for you. Ariana Grande, Cynthia Erivo.
Ooh, they were 4 good words. Oh my God, I like them words.
The play.
The play.
4 good, well, you
4
said
good.
4 good words.
I'll just cut it. 4 good
Words.
words. Okay. So I'm a fan of Wicked, so I do know a little bit about this. However, you have a lot more of the musical lore and also the lore of the movie. I asked her something the other day that was so dumb. I'm mad at myself for being like, oh yeah, this character's this, right? And then she was like, are you joking?
I didn't want to spoil it for you, though, because I was like, did she forget? Like, I know she's seen it before. Like,
She's
I don't want
seen
to
it.
ruin anything for you.
Oh my God. Okay, so tell it to me like I'm someone who has never experienced Wicked before. Why should I care?
Oh, this is so fun.
Okay.
Okay. Do you like the colors pink and green?
I do. I'm wearing green.
I'm wearing pink!
I love that for us.
I almost got green Starbucks, but
Okay.
matcha makes me throw up, so...
Oh, you don't like the taste of grass?
Nah, not a fan, not
What
a
a
fan.
shame. Okay, tell me more. Okay, I'm someone who I don't know.
You never,
Why
you
should
never
I
heard of
care?
Wicked. You never heard of
I've
Wicked.
never heard of Wicked.
Someone who's never heard of it. Okay, so you have a musical about friendship, or are they lovers? That's not the actual plot
In the
line,
book,
though.
they are. In the book, they are. Like, ah! I'm fine. It's fine. I'm fine. I'm fine.
It's funny. I never really thought of that part too. Maybe this is a conversation for later too.
Okay.
But I never kind of put them together as lovers in the musical. But then the
No.
movie, it's like,
They're
oh,
like-
oh.
In the movie, I'm holding space.
Mhm.
I am. Let us be glad. The movie, I'm holding space.
Okay.
Okay.
So Wicked.
Mm.
This is gonna be
Toss.
fun. Toss. Oh yeah, should do that first.
Sorry.
Toss. Wicked is a musical about friendship. Well, first it came from the book.
Uh,
Yeah. We don't have to talk about
the
that
book
at all.
technically is where it came from, but the musical adaptation is very, very loosely attached to the book. There is not a lot that happens other than this time in school. There is only 4 chapters where they're in school, though. They just really take the names. I'm really mad about the book. I'm not going to talk about it.
We don't have to bring up the
No,
book at all.
thank you.
We don't have to talk about it at all.
Jesus.
So the Wicked Musical
Mm.
is a story about friendship. Story about friendship based on the characters from The Wizard of Oz.
Mm-hmm.
Glinda, Elphaba.
Yep.
Elphaba doesn't have a name, though, in The Wizard of Oz. She's just the Wicked Witch of the West.
Yep.
And you have...
She got some cool kicks, though. Her sister
kick.
do.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
Ruby Red.
Maybe it's others.
So it's story of friendship. And you have Glinda, who is upper class, blonde hair, perfect, money, everything. And then you have the girl who's different, who was
Okay.
born green. And her whole story is about finding herself. And I know, it's heart-wrenching, but
Ugh.
it's wonderful. And they at first are enemies to friends or lovers.
Lovers. Definitely lovers. It's fine. It's cool. It's chill. I'm cool.
But Elphaba is it's basically the story of her being misunderstood, because
Yeah.
you're like, how is she the Wicked Witch of the West when she seems like such a good person leading up? Yeah, she's a little different and stuff, and then Glinda Galindifies her, and then people start to like her and are like, oh yeah, seeing the good side of her, which
Yeah.
is really cool. And then something happens, and that's when everyone starts to turn on her, because they're like, we need to give the world an enemy, and they do it to her because she's different, which is stupid!
What I'm hearing is she had a really good marketing team, and then she lost the marketing team, and her PR team sucked.
Basically, like real life.
Mm-hmm.
Is this Real Life the Musical?
Real Life the Musical.
Is this fucking play about us?
Okay. So tell me, when did you get into this? How did you get into this? What happened? Were you just walking down the street one day and you were like, look, it's Glinda?
I wish. I wish she just came down in a bubble and just talked to me.
Came down in a bubble, bro. You're gonna look at me and tell me I'm wrong? I'm not wrong, bro.
Who's her sister? The Wicked Witch of the West.
Bro. He just looked up one day and he heard, ah.
Can we just quote that the whole time?
Yeah, it was just, this is a very professional podcast.
This is what happens when you put two besties in a room with microphones.
Two best friends in a room. They might kiss. Okay. So did you see the
I'm all flustered now.
How did you get into it? Was it like, were you listening to the musical one day and you're like, oh wow, like Spotify just discovered Wicked for me. This is insane. Did you see the musical as a kid? Were you one of those people who were like, this was a musical? What happened?
Wicked came to me in the younger years because my family is like all into musical theater too, and it was my dad who actually like introduced me to a lot of musical theater.
Yeah.
Like we would just be in like long car rides, and he would have on like the CDs of like Les Mis or West Side Story.
Your dad's a cool guy.
Yeah, he's a pretty cool guy. So they
is he
like
beekeeping age.
You're meeting him next week. Don't come in with this energy.
Okay. So your dad was listening to it in the car, and you were like, okay.
So he's who like kind of introduced us to it, and I don't remember like the exact moment, but I was like, ooh, like I like this. And then I saw it for the first time on Broadway in college. Actually, it was like my sophomore year of college, and I was like, my life has changed for good.
Because I knew you.
So yeah, and then, like I like grew up like loving, like I just felt so like drawn to Glinda and stuff. So she's definitely who I like feel more aligned with. And I was just like, I love her. Like I love like what she stands for, because you like watch it even when you watch the movie too. Like my best friend texted me and was like, just saw Wicked. Glinda's a bitch. And I'm like, what? But I get it. But you have to like really like dive deeper into her character to be like, no, like she's so much more. And I think you get more of that in Act 2, which will be like movie 2 as well. So because in the first part she does seem like airhead comedy relief of it, and just like here for the vibes and pink glitter, but it's like, no,
she's got money, she's grown up in a society that's just very, she doesn't have to think about that type of thing. So anytime that you're like, I feel connected to Glinda, I'm like, because you're a very thought-driven, very thoughtful, very empathetic person, and Glinda's character in Act 1 is not. But we do get that redemption arc, which we won't go too much into, because I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but I do see like that you have this just really bubbly energy, which is very Glinda. Like if anyone's going to go into a room and be like, are you looking for something or someone? It's Bridget. Like it's amazing.
It was funny too, like watching the movie, even with my mom too, she would stop and look at me and she's like, that's you. Like when she like runs to the bed, because she's like, I told you a really good secret. And like,
you didn't tell me anything.
And then looks back. My mom was like, that's you. Like,
we literally did it when we got to the hotel room. We were like,
and we both did the look back too. I'm like, yep.
Oh my God. I was going to ask if you resonate more with Glinda or Elphaba. We know you're a Glinda galley.
I'm a Glinda girly.
Yeah, and I am more Elphaba. Just, I have my Glinda moments. I feel like the scream, you know, like I think it's in Popular, and she's like, it's, like it's that noise. But the first time I ever heard it, I was like, why does she sound like R2-D2 from Star Wars? Like,
she does.
I've never been able to listen to it the same. But I love the bit where she's like on like the ceiling and she's like spinning around and she's doing like the beautiful stag like legs. I'm like, oh, she has pointed toes. Like all the feet. Like that's a weird thing to mention. It's a dancing thing. I'm not just over here like, yeah, her feet are beautiful in this scene. Like no.
I love when they're pointed.
Okay, so how do you feel about the movie? Because I know some people are like, it isn't a musical, but I feel like you take such kindness and care with your musicals that you're like, how do you feel?
That's a good question. I love the movie. It is definitely a bit different than the musical. So if you go in expecting like exactly your stage adaptation, like no, that's not it.
This isn't Hamilton.
No, exactly. And like the length of the movie is the length of the whole stage musical. Yeah. So you get so much more into it and a lot more in depth. And like some of the things too, I'm like, what was the need to change this? Like in the musical, Glinda in Dancing Through Life, she's the one who says, let's go to the Ozdust Ballroom. And then in the movie, Fiyero says it. It's like, bro, you just got here. Like, how do you know what the Ozdust Ballroom even is? So little changes where I'm like, what? But I love it, like how it adds in so much more depth too. And it does bring in some things from the book too, which is cool that it's not just like, oh, like your poppy musical and then that's it. And then the deleted scenes too. I love the deleted scenes.
So good.
Especially when she's like, when she brings Fiyero, when Elphaba, I don't know if people have seen it. Or
watch them. They're around, and you should take the time to do that if you are so inclined.
Mm-hmm. But there's a scene where Elphaba like does magic, and then she like they take a lion to the woods and let it release, and she brings Fiyero, who's like the main guy in it. And there's a deleted scene where Glinda's like, "Why didn't you bring me? Like I would have went with you too." Yeah. And it's like, I don't know, just liked it. I love it so much. Like you see the depth there.
Yeah, we finally get that depth of character that kind of is missing from Glinda. Like, because up until that point, you're kind of just getting her, I'll change my name. Galinda. Like, just stunning.
Yeah.
Is there anything from the musical, like the stage production, that you wish was brought into the movie, or anything that you saw in, like, the reverse of that?
I love Glinda's alternate ending in Popular, how she does like 3 key changes. I think that it ends beautifully with that, which actually I think one of the stage productions in Brazil, possibly, I could be wrong, might be implementing that. So I love that. I'd love to see that on stage. I think you know how there's like on the stage production there's like that big giant dragon, like the dragon tick clock. And I think I would have loved to see more of that.
That would have been cool.
But they had like one scene where they like show it and you like see it like ticking, like a close up of it. But I think maybe more of that because it like moves around and stuff too. But that's like theater stage magic too, which is
that's kind of fun.
Yeah.
How do I ask this? So, who is your original? If you're like your Broadway. So who, if you could have any cast from any time, because this has been around for a hot second, guys. Who would you want for your Glinda and your Elphaba? Would you go the original? No, we're not going with Chenoweth and Mendel's.
I don't think so. I saw Jessica Vosk.
Oh.
Yeah. Because I've seen it on Broadway. I know. She's one of my favorites. I've seen it on Broadway 3 times and then on tour once in Philly. Yeah. And Jessica Vosk was one of my Elphabas, and I was with like my boyfriend like at the time like took me to see that too, and he was like not into it at all. He was just like, I'm here for you. Like
that's a red flag.
I know. Damn. But he bought me the tickets though, so I was
nice.
A present.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, that was nice. But he was like not super into it. But then when she was singing Defying Gravity, he was like, whoa, like she's really good. I'm like, thank you for appreciating.
Yeah.
So I think I would want to see Jessica Vosk again, and Glinda. I love Kristen Chenoweth so much, but it's like you can hear the recordings of their versions of it, and I like how like future ones do variations. So maybe Megan Hilty.
Ooh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
There was one girl who is in High School Musical, the series.
Yep.
She's like the theater director.
Yes,
she was a Glinda at some point. Like maybe see her too.
I love that. Do you feel that it was a good thing to be able to have Chenoweth and Mendel. I was like, that's the wrong name. Mendel in the movie, because I know that there was a lot of debate on why they weren't there. How did you feel when you got to see them?
I loved it. I saw an advanced screening of it too, which was really cool. And like when the album came out, then like the day of the movie came out, I was like warning everyone. I'm like, do not listen to One Short Day, because that will give you a huge spoiler. Because it was just so like authentic being in the theater and just being like, oh, like
there they are.
That's them. Like what? So that was like a really cool thing to happen. So I'm glad that it wasn't like they overshadowed or anything. No. It was just like that whole part that they sang too is not in the musical.
No.
That was just something that they added, and it's cool to be like, oh, like they're the ones who originated that, like now and again in like the Wicked movie. So
I think it was such a good way to bring in the lore of the movie, because you know sometimes it's like characters will just be like, yeah, so we're meeting up with Tommy, and we've known Tommy for a couple years, but we're gonna go meet up with him today. He works down at the docks, and you're like, these people know each other. Why are we talking about how much we know Tommy? But like having them come in and do this in a way that it's not organic, but it like feels more organic than just being like, you know, how did the wizard, like what town are they in for that? They're in the Greens.
Emerald City.
Yeah, they're in the Emerald City, but just like, having that understanding of like how he came down, how he's here. You get a little bit of that in the beginning song.
Yeah.
No one mourns the wicked, because it goes into, and she has parents, as so many do. But I think it's a really great way of doing that, and also honoring previous cast members, because they did. Their recording is the main one that people know, so having them in there, I was like, this is like a really nice like little nod to them, and I felt really that I liked it as a move.
It was really special, and they're not like the only like cameos too. There's a bunch of like cast people. Like Steven Schwartz is the guy who's like, the wizard will see you now.
Yeah,
like that was cool. The girl who's like in the same song when he does the Omaha, she's like, he can read it. He's a wizard. I forget her role. But she's like she works on set as well.
That's amazing.
There's like the girl who Mrs. I forget her name, but the person who like helps Nessa when they get to Shiz.
Oh yes,
she's in Greatest Showman.
She is. She's the bearded lady. I love her so much.
Yeah.
Like, anytime I see her, I didn't recognize her at first. I was like,
neither.
What? And then I was like, oh my god, it's her. I'm like, I love her.
Yeah.
Such a stunning voice.
And there's like a few other like past like stage production people too. Like there's, I think her dad is a former Fierro.
Yes, I think so.
I'm pretty sure, but like Glinda's dad.
Yeah.
And her mom is someone.
The cast is just so iconic. Like, genuinely, how could you get such a great cast?
Yeah.
Or even when they were like, we don't think Ariana Grande is like Glinda. And then now I think she did take really great care.
Yeah, she did. She even said too, she's like when she got the role, I'm going to take such good care of her.
Like they obviously care so much, and just watching them on set, I love all the comments of them being like, this is so theater coded. Like when they're on tour later, they're just like crying with each other constantly. I'm like, girl fair, girl I, and you and I.
Like, see how like how happy they are too to like be in those roles, and even when they're like at like performing at the Oscars or somewhere else, you're like, they love they loved that role. So like it's just cool to see how well they did, and I loved Ariana in it.
I loved her. I won't lie, I was a bit anxious to see it. I'm like, because to me Wicked is the first musical I ever saw. We drove 4+ hours and then took a bus to go to Sydney to see this musical. So I was like, oh, this one got me in. I've been hooked. My parents have a pianola, so that you pump the pedals and it plays music. It looks like you're playing the piano. It looks really fancy.
Okay.
The first present that I ever got, it's my granddad's, who unfortunately passed away, so it's my mom's. It's an heirloom. It's very, very like precious to her, and you can't get pianola rolls anymore. They just don't exist because it's a really old product. But some companies will remake things, and one of the first things they decided to remake was the Wicked soundtrack. It comes with 3 songs. It plays Popular, it plays Defying Gravity, and it plays One Short Day. Aww. And that's one of the presents that I got for Christmas one year, and it's the one that I want. I was like, can I please have this? So that's like my pianola roll that connects me to my granddad. I'm like, and it plays a song, and I'm like, I will belt so hard. I do not have the range for any of those songs, but I'm just there like, I'm standing with the wizard. Like, my neighbors must hate me. But
love that.
Genuinely, I was a bit worried about it, and I hadn't experienced that much, or I didn't realize I'd experienced that much with Cynthia the Erivo. Sorry, Cynthia. I don't think she'll listen to this. She'll be like, what?
She might.
She could.
Cynthia, if you're out there. Hi,
Cynthia, if you're out there. I loved you in your recording of the 1984 by George Orwell that Audible did with Andrew Garfield. That was really great. Thank you.
That's lore.
That is like a free thing that you can get on Audible. Like they just have recordings sometimes with like really high quality cast members, and it's the only way I was going to listen to that book because I'd already tried to read it once, and I was like, So
that's good to know. Any high schoolers out there have to read the book. Listen to Cynthia.
Listen to Cynthia do it. It's great. But yeah, I hadn't experienced that much with her, and then I looked her up and sobbing. She just one of the most powerful voices. Just
literally
embodies every role. Oh my god.
I don't remember like when I first I feel like the first time I like heard her was she did a cover with Shoshana Bean.
Ooh.
Is that her? I don't know if I said that right. Of I Did Something Bad by Taylor Swift. And they were just like how they do like different runs like bad, and it's like whoa, like they're in sync with their harmony. It's like whoa, like
that is insane.
It sounds so good. So that's like where I first heard Cynthia, and then when she was cast I was like, I don't really know much about her. And then it was like whoa, like
so perfect. And she painted herself every day for it. Like they were gonna CGI and she was like, no, paint me. Like did a commitment to the bit. Only thing she was like, can I please have my nails? Like, which iconic.
I'm glad she did.
I love that. I also feel I don't remember his name, but kudos to the director because he clearly
John Chu.
That's it. I was like, clearly had a vision and clearly had such a love and understanding that was just like, yeah, we're going to do this right.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited to see what he does next. Like, I know we have Full Good coming up, but like definitely him and Ryan Coogler, I'm like, you guys are my directors now. I am picking you. I don't know many. I only recently realized that I knew a couple Michael Bay films. And that was a choice that I made. But
yeah, I love all the choices and even like
so good.
Just random things. I was like, yeah, plant like 9 million poppies to like
yes,
look like
I wanted to talk about that. Oh my god, like they could have CGI'd that, and he was like, no, that would have been like
real.
A year in advance that they needed to do that for them to grow and cultivate. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, and like all the sets too. Like they had like so much of it built. Even in like the deleted scenes, like you see like blue screens in some parts, but like a lot of it is like authentic backdrops. Yeah,
which is insane. Like, I'm hoping that we get a couple more scenes of the poppies, maybe when they're walking down the yellow brick road.
Yeah, true.
Because I'm like, otherwise you just planted for one scene. It's one scene.
But it's worth it.
I love so much. Like, but oh my god.
And he made so many like cool artistic choices. Like,
right?
I don't know whose idea this was, but in The Wizard and I, where like she says, can I degreenify you? Thank you. Yeah. That's a hard word to say.
I got you.
And you can see like she's in like has like multicolored lights ahead of her, so she's like leaning back and her skin turns to her normal like not green skin tone. And it's like that's like so cool to just see like the representation of like, and also because she's a person of color too, and you're like, oh, like that's like her like skin tone that she's like, I want to be this skin tone. And it's like just so sad, like just like the what's the word? I can't think of it right now.
Give me a couple more and I'll get back to you. Because I'm trying to pick up what you're putting down, but I'm not sure where you put it.
Just like how let's edit some of this. I like can't get my thoughts together.
That's okay. Look, this is a whole podcast about yapping.
Just like how much it pertains to like today's political climate too. And that's like insane that she's just like, can I degreenify you? And they do that choice and you can just see like she in her natural element, her natural skin tone, and it's like I love it.
Because I think it has a lot to say, a lot more than people like. It's not just a feel-good, happy musical. No. It has so many political takes that you can grab from it. It has so much impact that you can, like, I don't feel, there are very few people I feel that could walk away from that one and be like, oh, I wasn't moved by this. Like, or I didn't feel like I resonated with any part of this. Like, the teenager in me that saw it was like, oh, like, I feel seen because I was bullied. Like, I feel like if I keep going, then I'm going to be fine. Or, like, people being like, no, I need to stand on my backbone, because she could have very easily just turned around and been like, no, like, I'm going to go with the wizard because it's easier. You know, we see Glinda do the same thing. She's like, but it's easier. But, like, you know, you could have everything you ever wanted. No. And these are just, like, the very surface level ones. I'm like, these are, like, very obvious ones that, like, it's like, bam. But there are so many deep messages that come from this one. And I recommend people watch it. I've had a couple people like, no, it's not for me. I'm like,
it will be. It will be.
I'm about to play this in the car for you. Does anyone want me to sing No One Mourns the Wicked before we got off the Zoom call?
But even like I love like just like the plot lines with the animals and stuff too. Like I feel like that dives deeper in the movie than you like see it in the musical, and obviously it's like an underlying plot theme. But even my mom was like, I forgot all about that. Yeah. And like that's kind of where everyone kind of goes against Elphaba too. Like with the animal plot line, and it's just like she's just fighting for the good of the people, and
exactly
she could go back and like you're saying be like Glinda, which that makes me sad about her, and especially saying I resonate with her, but she
also
did what was best for her.
She did what was best for her and the situation she grew up in. So Glinda grew up in that type of environment, so breaking away from that is a lot harder. Elphaba's had a lot more time to build those roots and be like, Glinda's only just getting into this political mindset where she's able to do those things. And we see her tackle it from inside later.
She can.
And she does, because she's like, okay, well, I see what I have and I see what I can do. Because, like, our favorite thing that we've been quoting all week, it's from No One Mourns the Wicked. And it sounds like she's saying, fuck this noise. And it's like, what does she actually say? Because I haven't... Goodness knows. But we've been saying it wrong all week that I'm now like, but if you like even her micro expressions when they're like,
I know.
They killed her, like, they're like,
she's like,
it kind of, the first time I saw her, I was like, is she mad that they cut her off? Because she's like, no one mourns the wicked. And they were like, kill her. And she's like, but like this tiny like micro eyebrow expression. And it's because she's hurt. Like that is her best friend and she is hurting. But she can't say like, I'm hurting because she's still, and if you've seen the trailer, she's like, Elizabeth Ralph, I know you're out there. Like, she loves her with all of her heart.
Yeah, she does.
And she needs someone on the inside.
Yeah.
So she's maybe not in that moment going to outwardly be like, I'm going to go with you, I'm going to do this. Because there's a lot of backlash for her that could happen, but she's also not someone anymore that is stupid enough just to be like, well, this works for me.
And she's doing like what she knows, and she's like, maybe I can be like a guy on the inside, which is like, but the No One Mourns the Wicked, the expressions and stuff, like I didn't, when I first saw it, like my first crying was like in the Dancing Through Life scene when they're like dancing together and she wipes the tear,
sobbing.
It was so because same like little like person who was bullied is like, no, like I feel all your emotions, Alpha.
I hated her sister in that moment.
She's like, I don't even know what she says, but she's just like, I can't watch or something like that. And it's like, do something. Like,
I'm like, this girl has helped you through everything in life, and you're gonna look at her in her moment of need and go like, I can't even watch.
Yeah,
I'm
like do something about it. Like, but then the second time, like I watched it, I started crying immediately, and during No One Mourns the Wicked, because you're just like, and even when she is cut off, like, where's of you? No, I forget what she's saying, but then he's like, no one mourns the wicked, and she's like what? Like I'm just like feeling all of these things, and it's so sad, especially when they hand her the fire too to burn.
You just see her, and like you can see that she like, doesn't want to do it. She's just like kind of like, and she's a person for the people, but like she's just there like, also, they would have had this planned. There was a dance number, there was a poster, there was a whole ass body. Like, how do you freaking? They were just ready for her to die.
They knew it.
Oh my god.
They've been planning it. Were they manifesting it?
Genuinely, they're out here like rubbing their nip.
Build this thing to burn. And I have it in my purse.
There's an inside joke that I will not tell you because I'm afraid. But like,
can we say nipple?
We've been saying. Can we say nipple on Twitch?
Nipple. Maybe there's a volume level of.
But like it's just, oh my god, what is the crazy? Oh, I have two questions for you.
Okay.
Before I'm gonna have to love you and leave you, but like,
no,
I love this.
Don't they all?
Oh, don't they all love me and then leave
me?
So, how do you feel about the 2 new songs that potentially are coming in for this?
I'm excited.
Yeah,
I'm excited because when you think about like the Oscars and stuff, they couldn't be nominated for original song.
Yeah.
But now they can.
Now they can.
Because their original music, I'm so excited. I think Glinda has a ballad.
I think so.
I believe it is. But I'm also like, when does it happen? Like in the trailer.
Yeah.
And I think it's when they're sitting on like the broom in like that like pink. They're in love. Like
they are so in love.
They're in love.
They're so in love.
They're so in love.
We
didn't get to that at all too. But just when you think, I don't know, just seeing them like on the thing, I'm like, there's something going on. They're holding hands. Like you can hold hands as friends. We hold hands.
We hold hands all the time.
We're also in love.
Yeah, we're also in love.
But I'm excited about the new music.
I wonder if it's a song from the musical, like if it's from The Wizard of Oz or maybe from The Wiz. But I'm like, that isn't an original song. Those are it could be original to Wicked.
Yeah.
But I'm just excited because we also got Cynthia Erivo's new album that just dropped, so like we get to see more of her. But they both have such incredible range that I wouldn't be surprised if this just went hard.
Yeah, and I think it's gonna mess us up.
I think I'm gonna cry a lot.
Yeah. Bowen Yang was saying.
I love Bowen Yang.
I know he's so perfect too.
Bowen Yang.
But he was saying like, watch out for "I'm Not That Girl" reprise, which is like when Glinda sings the song again, because Cynthia or Elphaba sings it in Act 1. He was like, watch out, and I'm like wondering if it happens after the wedding.
The run that she does, like the eyes meet, like that is so everyone she did, I was like, oh, my breath, like
that song too. Even you were playing it the other day, and I was like, wait, I need to hear hands touch real quick. She's like, hands touch, like just stops. I'm like, ugh.
I was sobbing for that one.
Yeah.
You also should have seen me in Popular. Luckily, when I saw it, it was right when it came out. But I saw it during the day because it was the same day as the TikTok Awards. So I went and saw it.
That's a good day.
Right? So I saw it during the day with my friend Arabella. And Arabella, it wasn't really, like, she's like, knew of it, but not that much. So I'm there humming the words. I'm mouthing the words. I'm going for the words. I'm just like, but I can't sing it out loud.
It was so hard not to sing.
I know. I'm like, but we were the only 2 people in the theater.
You could have done it.
I could have, but I was like, I don't want to be that weird. But like, I'm just there like, Popular. I'm like going so hard. But when I came out to LA last time, we got to do karaoke version, and I went hard for that. I do.
How were you the only 2 people in the theater on opening day?
Not on opening day. It was a day or 2 after.
Okay.
However, it was during the day. So everyone was at work. It was like on a random Wednesday. There was one other guy in the theater, but like I think he was just using it as a place to nap, genuinely.
$20 nap.
$20 nap. But I can see it for that. But it was just every single thing was done with such care and intention, and I love the care that they took. So hell yeah. How do you feel about crazy fan theories?
Like what?
Like that they're lovers. That like, have you heard any that like that you're like, what is happening? Like what?
That's a good question.
That Fierro and Brock are
me and Brock. How have we not done that yet?
What comes before that? It's like, oh, we deserve each other.
Me
And Brock.
That pisses me off too. She's like, I'm gonna have the best night for the first time thanks to Glinda. You're like, Nessa, she's been taking care of you forever. Like, thanks to Glinda.
Thanks to Glinda. Like, nah, man.
Brock. Also, I'm not surprised she like scared him off because she's like, "Fuck, we deserve each other." Like,
it's day one.
This
oh wait,
is
no, they've been going
date.
to school for a while. It's
date one.
It feels like love bombing.
Yeah.
Because as soon as she's like, I have to
This is a
tell you
love
something.
bomber.
She is. As soon as she's like, I have to tell you something. She's like, you hate me. Like, genuinely, she's just like,
because I'm in this chair.
she just like, he hasn't said nothing. He's just like, I have to tell you something. Like, he's trying to be honest. He's trying to be communicative. He's trying. And she's just like, oh yeah, this is why you hate me. Like, girl, be nicer to yourself. Like, I understand, like, it must be different and difficult, but like, girl,
We don't like Nessa.
we really don't.
The
Like,
actress is probably great.
the actress, I love her.
I
like
like her on
watching her
TikTok.
TikToks. Like,
Yeah.
I think she has so much fun, and I think she plays Nessa so well. I always hated Nessa. In the books, in the movie, in the musical, she's an asshole.
Boo, Nessa.
But I'm excited to see what they do for her.
Yes.
Because her whole song, she has a song in the second one, at the beginning bit, and asshole. Like, genuinely, she's like, you won't do this thing for me? Like, no boundaries. Well, none of these
needs
people know
therapy.
boundaries. Like,
She needs therapy.
yeah. She's just hiding Brock away from the rest of the world.
Brock. But yeah, fan theories. I'm not sure if like ones that I've heard that Mrs. Morrible is who wrote Animals Should Be Seen and Not Heard on the Chalkboard, and I love that.
Oh, I like that theory.
That one's really cool.
That's
It
a
was
good
actually like
one.
a comedy TikTok I was watching,
Yeah.
and they were like, Elphaba, why are you bothering me in the middle of the night? Yeah, I wrote that on the whiteboard. Like, when she goes and is like, come give Glinda this wand. Like, but I like that theory. I'm like, it probably is Madame Morrible.
I
who did
love
it.
the fan theories of people who have not seen
Mm-hmm.
the musical, which of course no one has to see like the musical if you don't. Like, I think this is a really great way to give it to people without it being a massive thing. So I loved when Hamilton came out because it gave people access to something that they might not have access for. Because I don't know about you, but it's really expensive to see musicals in Australia. You're paying upwards of $100 minimum.
And Hamilton's so expensive, like one of the
So
priciest
expensive.
ones.
I was lucky enough to go and see. I was invited to go and see it, and First Burn is a song that I have on my I'm Gonna Cry playlist. So I was sobbing in theaters next to a bunch of creators that I'd never met before. I was just there like I was like, oh, there was
What's this girl doing?
Yep, I like gaslit myself. But I think it's just a really great. I don't think it would have worked in the same way if they did it like Hamilton. I can't see it working as a live action, like a straight live action recording.
Yeah.
But I think that this was the perfect way for it, and I'm excited to see what they do for other musicals because I don't know about you, but to me right now off the top of my head, this is the only musical that I've seen done in this format.
Wicked?
Yeah. Like a musical adaptation of a movie.
Yeah.
Like
Mean Girls.
Mean Girls?
But that was like movie musical.
Yeah.
And I wasn't a big, I don't know, I don't really like movie musicals that much. Like, even when they put them on stage too, like, Mean Girls on stage, I wasn't like a big fan of, or like Doubtfire. Like, that one's fine, but like, the music is very corny of it.
Yeah.
So I do love how they portrayed this, and they like
Yeah.
just made all the theater kids happy.
I think it was a really great job. But I love the theories of people who haven't seen the musical, which, again, you don't have to. But it's people who don't know what happens in Act 2. Just them trying to figure out what's gonna happen is so fun to watch, and being like, never with any ill intent, but I like love reading the comments of other like theater kids gaslighting other people. Like, this could never happen. Whatever do you mean? Like, it's so funny to watch.
They're
I
in
love
for a treat. But I love too seeing like some of the things too that it was like their statures, like of like, I'm not gonna go in or spoil anything of what happens to some of the characters that you see in part 1, but like some of the ways they're standing or like their mannerisms are like, oh, like you can see like what's to become of them.
I hope that if you do go and see it, that you rewatch The Wicked, the first one, watch Bok, and watch the way he moves, because it's really, really interesting once you're given context of him. It's very on brand.
Yeah.
Even Fiyero, just like
Fiyero too, yeah.
The way that he like all hand movements of him is amazing. I love that this is an audio listening podcast, and I shook my hands. I'm like, hello, past, let me know that I just kind of did a weird hand gesture, and I came back in, and I did it again.
Do we do the description of...
Okay, yes. Right now, she's holding my finger. She's holding space for me in this audio booth, and she's going to do the little bit. Come on.
That's my line.
Oh, shit.
Is that the one?
And we've been doing it all week, and it's just like...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, go.
Fuck this noise. She died alone.
But, okay, so... That was beautiful.
It was like George of the Jungle.
That was.
Elphaba.
But, like, I can see it happening. I think that they would get along.
I can see that, yeah.
Okay, so if people are now obsessed with you, if you are their newest hyperfixation, where might they find you?
You can find me on all social media platforms, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat.
Ooh.
We got them all at BSwift13. On some of them, it's _13 because that's how the internet works. Sometimes
you don't get your username.
You do not. And yeah.
Very nice. Okay, I am a law-abiding citizen. I'm across platforms like that because I thought it'd be really, really funny. Do you have any upcoming things that you're excited about or would like to talk about or plug while we have a moment?
You can check out my band too if you would like. It's same thing on all social medias. It's Teacher and the Poet is our band, and we do like an acoustic duo and a 4-piece, and I just post a bunch of videos of us at our shows. So.
It is incredible if you get the chance to check it out. Bridget is an incredible singer. She has been singing Wicked to me in the car, and I have been crying alongside because I'm a beautiful passenger princess like Glinda. Glinda's totally a passenger princess.
Yeah, she is. Oh, are you kidding?
I ride that broom.
You see her on that boat, like.
Oh yeah, she's just there kicking her feet. It's great. So in the meantime, please know that I love you, I adore you, I wish the best things for you. Please drink your sky juice, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.
Yay!
We did it.
Fuck this noise.
She died alone. Thank you so much for listening to Invitation to Hyperfixation. Again, I'm your host, Alaura, and I'm very, very grateful for you being here. This is a limited series podcast with about 10 episodes total, 1 episode dropping each week. You can find this week's guests' socials linked down below, all the links to them along with my own. If you love the episode and wanted to share your own hyperfixation, I would genuinely love to hear from you, so please feel free to comment, share, email, or DM me. I can't wait to hear from you, and please feel free to follow along so you don't miss an episode. Please know that I love you, I adore you, I wish the best things for you. Drink your sky juice, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!